You are a man of many monikers. Chingo Blingo with the big tamarindo, El Rey the foreplay. What else am I missing?
The Ghetto Vaquero, the Versace Mariachi, the Masa Messiah, Sastradamus himself.
On this episode of 3 Shots, 3 Questions, we're with the OG Tamale Kingpin himself, Chingo Bling. From mixtape superstar to Netflix comedy special, he's entertained crowds for more than a decade. And we find out how it all got started. Chingo, thank you for joining us on 3 Shots, 3 Questions, man.
Yeah, man, I was a little worried, a little scared, but I trained my liver. I gave my liver a pep talk. I said, look, man, these are sacrifices we gotta make. This is what you do, man. It's 3 shots. It's not 2 shots, Chingo. And I was like, maybe one of them could be water, but you know, I couldn't live with myself. You know, I was like, man, that's the agave nectar of the god.
The beverage of choice of our people.
Yeah.
We'll take a shot of tequila. I'll ask you a question, and then we repeat that for questions 2 and 3.
You know, maybe space them out a little bit, but yeah. Oh, we're shaking.
Yeah, we're jump right into it. Salud. How did the Chingo Bling character come to be?
Imagination. Honestly, man, yeah, that's kind of the answer, because I knew I wanted to get in the game, right? So I was a college radio DJ, so I felt like, man, I have a hip hop show Sunday night in San Antonio. Like, people that are locked up, you know, were tuning in. People that were cruising military, like the hood, the streets were like tuning in. I felt like I had my foot in the game, and when I wanted to, I said, well, man, people asking me to rap, because I used to freestyle on my radio show, and that's where the Chingo Bling persona came about, because I'd be like, what's up, man, you tuning in? I think it was 91.7 KRTU, I'm rusty. It's 91.7 KRTU, it's the Hip Hop Chop Shop, the Middleman Mix Show. It's your boy, I was DJ B-I-Z at the time, because I was a business major and I was about my paper, you know what I'm saying? And then, and I was like, hold on, man, my primo Chingo, man, he's in town, man, from Mexico, and this fool, man, he's blowing me up, man. Hey, man, you're late, fool. Come on, Chingo, you can't be doing that shit. Espérate, güey, espérate. Ya llegué, güey, espérate. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, come on, I know you're not finna rap. Sí, güey, espérate, unas rimas apenetitas, güey. I didn't even write them down, puto. Like, and the hood went nuts. I'd go make me a jersey at one of the malls, like South Park Mall or something, and I'd put like my name, like I'd put Chingo Bling on the back. So I'd put on the hat, and I went to Goodwill, got some boots, you know, I was on a budget, and some shorts. I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put a do-rag. I think in the beginning, I even had like a little wig, like a chongo, just to make it like just my spice, like a mullet, just like extreme. I was like the new kid, right? Who had like a gimmick, who was a little different. The new kid that was kind of testing the boundaries of like, you know, what's too far. And a lot of people were trying to baller block me, a lot of industry people, but we still here and we on 3 shots, and motherfucker, you could still try to baller block, but we still made it.
I'm the Chingo Bling, the OG Tamale King. I'm the Sancho Papi Bling. Your vieja only wants one thing. Ever since you got your green card, you ya no quieres tacos, puro pasta. Puro Olive Garden, no more raspas.
You're ready to move on to the second shot and the second question.
Jesus.
I got a great one for you.
Ay, Diosito.
Well,
Ay, Diosito. Ya no puedo, Diosito. ¡Uh! ¡Viva México!
¿Para arriba?
Sí, para arriba,
¿Para abajo?
para abajo, para el centro, para adentro. You know, it's a good thing you don't do all 3 shots at once in the beginning, because then the story would be a lot different.
When did you decide I'm gonna do stand-up comedy?
I had tried it several times before I actually committed. From one day to the next, you can't go from rapper to stand-up. You cannot do it. I mean, it's hard. You're gonna look crazy. This shit took years to slowly, like, just to even get out of the box of, oh, the guy with the cowboy hat. That's all he wears. He only wears cowboy hats. Like, you're not, I literally was told, no one's gonna know who you are if you take it off. No one's even gonna recognize who the fuck you are. Like, you're totally throwing your whole image and brand in the trash. Like, don't fight it. That's what you are. That's the only way you'll be appreciated. That's your whole worth is what you put on your head. What? By slowly like doing other characters and, you know, fuck around, do some shit on Facebook that like did good, or you fuck around, do some shit like the Canelo thing.
Yo no uso esteroides. Yo no soy chira. Y estoy cansado que me están acusando de mamadas, güey. Neta, cada rato. Oh, Canelo, every day. Yo no uso esteroides. Ches gabachos.
Have you heard feedback from Canelo Alvarez himself about your impression?
Nah, he might have heard of me. I don't know. But regardless if he knows or not, the people know. Cause I've been to a few Canelo fights and I'll be dressed like regular, you know, maybe some little jewelry or whatever. We had to get security to get out the place in Vegas. He fought the Lara, the little Cuban dude from Houston. But that motherfucker was running. Woo. Lara was just, hey, and Canelo was like, ching, wey, espérate, wey, fight me, puto. And then we were leaving, and everyone's like, oh shit, Chingo Bling, Chingo Bling, Chingo Bling. Like, I'm very proud of that accomplishment. I'm not just this one thing. Like, yes, it took time, and it was like a crazy, how to like navigate that whole little time period, and to come out with, oh man, this motherfucker on Netflix, he's doing stand-up, like what? Like, I'm super grateful that my fans grew up with me. Like, I grew up, and my fans also grew up. So we don't do the same shit we used to do. Now I'm more of a family man now.
Yeah. Tell me about the Netflix special. How did that change things?
I actually have a few jokes about like how it affected my life. Netflix called it like, man, you broke a record. You're the first comedian on here that still doesn't have his own Netflix account and password. You know, when you gonna sign up? You know, you're making us look bad. It's only a few dollars a month. Do we have to take it out of your check? But I went into it telling myself like, let's pretend this motherfucker belly flops. And the day after it comes out, Netflix is like, nah, we're gonna take it off. Because the title's controversial. Someone complained, like, you said too many bad words, like it's whatever. Or it does well. That can even affect you like worse. You know, basically don't get the big head in case this shit really fucking happens. I went into it knowing like, hey man, regardless of what this does, you gotta keep moving, you gotta keep going. What if there was bad reviews of like, this motherfucker ain't funny, fuck this dude? What are you gonna do? Motherfucker, go into it already knowing like, we already thinking about the follow-up. This is the setup, the real punchline is coming.
Do you feel like it has brought more legitimacy to your stand-up?
For sure, in a lot of people's minds.
Because you have that as seen on Netflix Chingo Bling thing.
Yeah, and the marquees, yeah. I mean, but here's the beautiful thing. My shows were, thankfully, they were selling out before that.
You ready for that?
Oh shit,
their shot.
Okay.
What can fans expect next from Chingo Bling?
I might fuck around and put out a book that's like a culture translator. Like, I mean, I might do some book. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know, I guess we gotta wait for this Netflix check to run out so I can get my grind on, really. Cause that hoe's still sitting right there where I ain't even touched it yet, player. Y'all done fucked up. I wanna do some shit that just cuts through the noise to where it's like, all right, man, this is the story I want. This is how I wanted to see it go down. Like, there's this kid from Texas. They just made a fucking hood movie. It's funny than a motherfucker, and everybody's trying to be a part of it. Like, watch it, buy it. They want the poster. They want to know if it's going to theaters, like the screening, like the story, the writing, the comedians, the actors, to where it's like it's our fucking time. So now it's just a matter of just doing it now, right? Yeah, Chingo, stop talking, fool. Like, go.
Chingo, thank you for joining us on 3 Shots, 3 Questions.
For sure. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. I got this gift for your Tío Juventino.
I'll give it to him.
You can't get these out the shop, you know? This is some...
Damn, son. You been wearing these motherfuckers, bro?
Hey, look at the soles. Those are, they didn't even touch the floor.
Okay, yeah, you put new soles on them. Okay. Yeah, this ostrich belly. This right here, this the booty of the ostrich right here. This the left butt cheek. You can tell because these are all pointing to the left. And then this is a luchador mask material. You learned something here on 3 Shots.
Yeah, there you go.
Pa' que mire la raza. No, este güey sí.